everyone, my name is Chapneet Kaur and welcome back to This in Canada. I hope you are all staying safe and are healthy. In this video, we will talk about the PR options available for master students in Canada. So after completing your master, that is graduating from Canada, what are the PR options available for master students? We will discuss about each provinces in Canada except for Quebec because PR in Quebec is totally different from other provinces. So I want to make a separate video for Quebec, but we will discuss about every other provinces in Canada, how you can apply permanent residency after you do your masters. So without any further ado, let's start our video. So one of the fastest way to get permanent residency of Canada is express entry, and if you have work experience within Canada and if you have done masters within Canada, it's an additional bonus to apply through express entry. You just have to create one express entry profile and either you can become directly permanent resident of Canada or any other province can nominate you and then you can become permanent resident of Canada. But express entry is the fastest way to become permanent resident of Canada, and if you have done masters from Canada, you get additional 30 points, but you need at least 1 year of work experience either from one job or multiple jobs, but it should be full-time work experience. You need to have good IELTS score if you want to apply through express entry, because express entry depends upon the point system. You should have a good IELTS score. But after completing your masters, you can either wait for 1 year, gain some experience, give IELTS examination and apply for express entry, and you can become PR in less than 6 months. It is that fast, hence the name express entry. But what are the other options? What are the other route to become permanent resident of Canada apart from express entry? Firstly, let's discuss about Ontario. What are your ways to become permanent resident in Canada through Ontario? You can apply through Ontario PNP program, that is Ontario Provisional Nominee Program. So I applied through Ontario PNP program, that is after I completed my masters, I obtained my work permit which was for 3 years and I applied through Ontario PNP. Once I got PNP of Ontario, I was able to apply permanent residency of Canada through paper application and then I became permanent resident of Canada. Right now the process for Ontario PNP has changed, and when you will be watching this video, maybe the rules has changed again, because permanent residency rules in Canada change very often. It changed when I was applying for Ontario PNP. Right now you have to create a profile through expression of interest. You need to show the interest that why you want to apply for Ontario PNP. First you have to register your expression of interest profile and then you will be sent an invitation to apply for Ontario PNP. When I applied to Ontario PNP, we didn't have this process of registering through expression of interest. Right now, this is the current process. So now you have registered for expression of interest and you have received the invitation to apply for PNP. There is no fee for registration for expression of interest, but there is fee for Ontario PNP and it is around $1,500, and again you have to pay $1,100 when you will be applying permanent residency in Canada. So for applying Ontario PNP, you need to have 1 year of full-time studies. That's why I always say in my videos that your studies should be full-time and not part-time, and it should be at least 1 year. And the universities which are eligible for Ontario PNP are given on their website. So you should check before applying to any university. And then you need to give IELTS score. There is a requirement of IELTS score. In Ontario PNP, it is 6. You need in each module 6 band, and you need to show funds, and then you can apply for Ontario PNP. After you have received your nomination for Ontario PNP, then you have to apply for permanent residency of Canada. When I applied through Ontario PNP, the disadvantage I felt was that the process was very long. So the next province in our list today is British Columbia. How you can become permanent resident after completing your masters from British Columbia. You can apply for British Columbia PNP, that is Provisional Nominee Program, under Skilled Immigration under International Postgraduate Stream. So if you have graduate degree in science, so they have given the list of post-secondary degree which are eligible for this stream, and some of the streams are like agriculture, biological, biomedical science, engineering, IT, health science, and there are other streams as well, and I will provide the link in the description box. If you have graduated from any of this stream, you are eligible to apply for British Columbia PNP under International Post-Secondary Stream. So again, you need to show why you want to live in British Columbia. You need to give IELTS. You need to have certain funds in your account, and you need to create your online profile for British Columbia PNP. After you have created your profile and after British Columbia has nominated you, then you will apply for permanent residency in Canada. So this is very good stream because only specific master's student and PhD student can apply under this stream. And the next province in our list today is Alberta, and how you can become PR after completing your masters. Unlike Ontario and British Columbia, which give preference to a master or PhD student to apply for PNP and then become permanent resident, I didn't find any preference for master's student for Alberta PNP. They do have Alberta Opportunity Stream, under which any international student who have graduated from Alberta, that is either they have done degree, diploma, postgrad degree or postgrad, can apply Alberta PNP and hence become permanent resident of Canada. Having said that, don't feel like that you can't go to Alberta University or Calgary University. They are top universities in Canada, and again this is also a very good stream to get permanent resident of Canada. And if you will study from Alberta, the processing time for getting permanent residency is less than Ontario or British Columbia. So in order to apply for Alberta PNP, you should have studied from Alberta designated learning institutions. So they have provided the list of universities and colleges which are eligible to apply for Alberta PNP. So do check that whether your university falls under that list or not. You need to have 6-month full-time job experience in order to apply for Alberta PNP, which is not a lot. Also, you need to give the IELTS score and you need to have sufficient funds to support yourself. So Alberta PNP is also a good option. Now let's move forward to Manitoba. How you can become permanent resident of Canada if you have studied from Manitoba. So you can apply under Graduate Internship Program. This program is specific for masters and PhD students. So if you have completed your master, you can apply PNP through Graduate Internship Program. You should have studied from Manitoba. It's not for any student who has studied from other province and then moving to Manitoba. You should have studied from Manitoba, and you should have either Elevate or Accelerate internship from Manitoba. So I will provide the link in description box. You can look what are these kind of internship and whether you can get experience through these internship, but you don't need any job experience or job offer letter to apply under this program. So you can apply directly after you complete your master's. So this is the plus point. But you need to have internship either Elevate or Accelerate. Again, links will be in the description box so that you can gain more knowledge about these internships. Now let's move forward. If you don't want to do that internship, how you can apply for Manitoba? You can apply under Career Employment Pathway. So under this pathway, you need to have full-time job, a minimum of 1-year contract, and it should be under in-demand list provided by the Manitoba. So they have provided the in-demand job occupations which are in high demand in Manitoba, and you should have job within that field. And then you can apply under Career Employment Pathway. So the difference between both the program is that for Graduate Internship Pathway, you need internship and you need experience with those internship. But with the Career Pathway, you don't need that internship, but you need job offer letter and you need the job in the in-demand list that is provided by the Manitoba government. And the last is the Atlantic province, that is Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland or Prince Edward Island. You can apply to Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, and I made a dedicated video for AIPP, and you can check that video, and that video will guide you step by step how you can apply for AIPP. Apart from AIPP, you can apply for the PNP in each province, but you will need experience, and then you can apply for PNP and hence become permanent resident of Canada. So these were all the provinces in Canada, and these are your PR option after the master student. So what I felt is that Ontario, British Columbia and Manitoba give preference to the student who have completed masters or PhD from the university within those provinces. And I feel this is a good thing, but I'm not saying that you should only go to Ontario, Manitoba or British Columbia to do masters. This is just my opinion. Other provinces are also very good. Alberta is very good because it has top universities to do masters in Canada. Decision is up to you. I hope you like this video. I hope you gain some knowledge and some information through this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Do like this video and comment down if you have any question, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.